Greetings fellow Valorborn, welcome to a Dev Diary. Today I would like to dive into base building, crafting, and how it works on our side in terms of that. I think it will be quite an interesting topic for you. Right now we have over here my humble self cooking some meals for Coremaker and John. And what's interesting about the approach that we do here is that crafting items yourself and building things yourself and making them yourself, they will always, maybe exceptional with some legendary items, or you know, Schnitzeljagd of finding some set pieces or something like that. They might potentially be stronger, but overall we want that crafting itself feels rewarding and everything that you do has a higher impact. For example, we just came out of the camp over here and we got here the sword from one of the guards that we've killed. Every character in the game is fully lootable, but the clue to that is that the quality of the item that they wear will be not necessarily a good one. So even if you would recreate a Watchman's Vigil sword, your quality and the output it has would be quite higher. So in this case, it's a common item. It's worth 148 coins. It's had the weight of 2.4. Its overall basic damage is 10, attack speed times 1.15, and armor penetration plus 4 on this certain sword. If you would end crafting one, your stats, depending on your crafting, of course, will be a lot different. So, for example, if your smithing would be quite high, you could craft better tier items, and they would always be at a higher quality whenever the character with high smithing will produce them. For those who've missed maybe the last one, we have a level system that goes up depending with things that you do. So every time you quest, explore, kill things, craft things, etc., you will become better at it, and it will give you a character level that gives you then also points that you can spend into strength, for example. So in this case over here, we have a learning rate of times 1.2 because strength is at 2. If I increase that, it's a time point 4. And also, currently it resets the stamina, aka our hunger, but we'll work on it and find even better ways of how hunger itself will work. Hunger is linked to the stamina of your character, so the more hungry the character is, the less performance it will have, the faster he will tire out when fighting and doing tasks and whatnot. So, in terms of crafting and base building, it's plain and simple. You need to place down a campfire to claim your territory. So you press I, jump into your character screen over here, then you press on crafting, and these are crafting abilities that your character can do on him without needing any station. So you build a little campfire, you collect some stones and branches. I can do that. I will just highlight it. Sorry, still injured, so I cannot do the whole clickety-clack very good. But you have here the gather mode and also the discover mode. Discover mode is only interested where with some specific items around you, like chests and whatnot. If you don't want to have highlighted all the little items over here, but if you press tab over here to gather mode, all the little items that you can pick up will be highlighted. And what's quite intriguing is you can set up work tasks over here. So you click on add work. For example, we want to gather stones. So you can see stones. You can see location near around your character. Or you could say selected area, and then you go wherever you want to. And it will start collecting over there. Or you can see a radius far, and then he goes once on that. Although the far one is at the moment slightly buggy. We're working on it to fix it. And then let's jump over here really quickly to the cooking that we do. So far we have cooked 1 deer meat. It looks like we've ran out of fuel. So the station needs some fuel. And then once starting to cook, it will take 4 minutes for a character to start cooking it. The better he is at it, the better will be the food, the faster he will do it. So everything we want to create in terms of like a quality rating to it, and how nutritious and how well made everything is, depending on your skill itself. So Building itself, once you have your crafting, your campfire, you have this little area around you where you can place down items to be built. So you have little blueprints. At the moment, we have crafting stations that you can go through. Tanning rack, sewing bench, crafting table, carpenter, armor bench, and so on and so forth. We have some small light sources. We have some decorations that you can place down. With some bed sources, and buildings will be implemented later on because we want to do modular building and also give the possibility to the community, if we manage to do it fast, implement the, create your own building itself, save the blueprint, share with people on Steam's workshop, or keep it for yourself if you want to, and then you can place the whole building down there with the set requirements to build it. So that's that way we can design our own crafts and builds, and whoever feels creative can do their own kind of like house and blueprints of it, and then also share it with the community. So that being said, the mix of automated work where you can tell your people what to do and how to do it, and in which kind of priority. So for example, let's go for stone collecting, and I have it up here as my highest priority, and move over here. We're still figuring out a way of making it more appealing in terms of UI. You have this little hammer button next to your character. Whenever you hit that hammer button, he goes into the auto work mode and is highlighted around here with this bluish fog item. That means he's in auto work, and whatever work task you have given him, they will try to prioritize the top, then the second, then the third, then whatnot. So for example, gather stone, and then I would say work storage, and then storage the stone in if I would want this trader chest, I would go for location, pick this location. We'll figure out a way to pinpoint it even further, so you can have designated storage spaces, to be like, this is my stone box, this is my whatever box. So you have a lot of for those like me, who like to have everything very sorted, and maybe even a little sign in front of it saying stones, wood, whatsoever. You can assign that, and then it will go bringing over the stones over here into that location. Right now there's no stones around, so the work situation is not executed. Same goes for building. You can do them the task to say, hey, build and around my area, and tell them then automate it, and that he will run around to the workstations to place the items into them. He will need it to have it in his inventory. We're working on a way right now to have it also that he's picking up whatever is nearby to bring it there if there's items riding around on the side, or focus on storage savements. So if items are in here, that he goes over there, picks up the log, and brings it over there. These are the starting crafting and building items that you can do. Later on, you will get blueprints, and can buy blueprints from merchants and find them, and then go to this research table with Q&A. You can rotate it and place it down, and once you've researched the blueprint, then you can build or craft the item, and moving forward, expand your little camp. For the moment, we want it, or we have it just as an camp iteration, so you can make your crafting stations. You can place some wooden fences and palisades down. You can make it like a little outcome in terms of your encampment, and have a little outdoor space. Later on, this hole will be a lot bigger. You'll be able to expand. You'll be able to make a little village, later on a town, later on a city, up to castle building. We want to go quite crazy, but I think for starters, this is quite enough and a good start point from, yeah, my avatar nods in approval. This is so far, in terms of crafting and building, what I wanted to share with you guys is the better the quality of your skill sets with the resources on him, the better you can craft an item. Right now, sadly, I don't have an sets to prepare for you, so I can highlight it and showcase it to you how the crafting actually looks like and will be executed. because we're updating so often that the save files and advanced save files are currently not working, and have to restart every time. So until we're with our final version for release ready and our cheat codes work again, so I can jump forward to highlight some more advanced stuff with you. Maybe we do a dev diary after launch to do that. But I wanted to share exactly how crafting works with you, how the auto work system over here works with you. We can give different tasks, and then you hit up that little hammer, and then the character executes, run around, and does the things. And for example, right now, good over here, starting to build. I hope you like this approach. If you have any suggestions, ideas of how to improve this, let us know. We're more than open to iterate and change it. But I think it's overall a very, very good direction of optimization, especially if you can become bigger and you play with a bigger group. But that is up to you if you want to do that. With that, I thank you, Connie, for tuning in for this Dev Diary. We are locking in. We're very shortly in front of release April 15th. There is another round of testers being invited as soon as the major patch is ready in our test branch. So stay tuned on your emails as well if you signed up. And if not, make sure that you come into our Discord, be part of the journey. We're going to have a lot of votes and a lot of decision making together as a community, because you and I, we want to make this game together and hopefully create a fantastic sandbox to play around with and to have all kinds of amazing storytelling. Speaking of, also to the iconic creators out there, if you are wanting to cover it, please jump in our Discord, ping me, CoreMakerTV, so you get the creator role, and we can get you sorted for launch, so you can have access to it. And also we're working on tools like free camera and other things for either screenshots or cinematic shots, so you can even, I don't know, tell a little story if you want to use it, as I saw some of the amazing storytelling people out there using other games and engines to create little clips or little movies. So we want definitely to support you. So if you need any specific tool, please reach out. If you're a modder, please reach out. In the last Dev Diary, somebody mentioned that files should not be encrypted. We are tackling that direction, so you can modify any config on it. You can mod over it. You can change the skin. You can go crazy. And as soon as we feel more confident with all of the mechanics running together and have like a nice base structure of all of it, then we're probably gonna work hands in hands with you guys to iterate and make changing and modability as easy as possible. So please reach out, be part of our family. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.